Hello everybody, it's Leela from Miss Kiss Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing an alcohol ink balloon tumbler. I think that's what they're called. So we're going to take this alcohol ink and we're going to blow it onto the tumbler, making a cool effect, and you'll see here in a second. So I'm going to go over the materials that I'll be using, and then we'll go ahead and get started on this fun, easy tumbler. So I'm going to be working with a 30-ounce Ozark Trail tumbler. And I do already have this tumbler shimmered white and epoxy down. If you do want to know how to get this look, this tumbler, I do have a video on my YouTube page, and I will be posting the link in my description below. I will be using alcohol inks. Now these are the 5 that I chose. I don't know if I'm going to be using all of these, but I'm going to be choosing from these 5. So the Reese turquoise, medium magenta, and purple. And then I have Tim Holtz sailboat blue, and then the wild plum. And then we're going to be using the canned, I guess, compressed air, the multi-purpose duster. This is what you buy to clean your computers or your keyboards. I did purchase this at Walmart. This was about $6 or $7. And then at the end, to seal off the design, I always use my crystal clear acrylic coating from Krylon. This is a must. This is the only crystal clear coating that I ever use for glitter or any of my designs. So let's go ahead and get started. So I do have my cup on the turner here. I do not have my turner on. I'm going to manually move my turner, my arm, like so, whenever I want to move the cup. And I'm going to be starting from the bottom and pushing the alcohol ink towards the top of the tumbler. Okay, let's do this, guys. And then whenever you are working with this canned air, don't shake it, because I was doing one and I shook it and then it got cold and it just was a bad situation. So make sure you do keep your canned air still whenever you do push the buttons. So I'm going to start with the wild plum, and we're just going to place it on tumbler and then blow it. And it's okay if it gets on the bottom. And then we're just going to blow it onto the tumbler. And then I'm going to move my arm a little bit to the left. And that's all you're going to do. Now, do keep in mind whenever you are blowing, if you do put a big drop of, this has a bigger hole, this brand, if you put a big drop of alcohol ink and you blow the compressed air, my last cup I did, the alcohol ink spread or blew onto the other, onto my wall actually. So keep that in mind whenever you're working with this. Put like a protector on your wall, or make sure you're not doing it in front of other cups that you want to get rid of, or that you want to ruin, sorry. And then we're just going to go around. This is kind of hard, guys, because I'm trying to get this on the camera. So usually I have the compressed air in a different, or I have this angled a little differently, so please work with me here. I'm just trying to get this all on the camera. Still have this blown. Oops. Now, I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do this, honestly. This is so fun. You could do this any way you like. Use any colors, just like any other design. And I am doing the bottom as well. I always tell y'all, don't forget the bottom. And I'm keeping this compressed air like this, sideways. Do not do it sideways. I'm just trying to get the effect on the camera. It's already turning cold from doing it that way. I don't know if you saw the frost kind of eject out of the straw. But try to keep it upright, because this stuff is very strong, and you don't want this. You don't want to taste this, because I tasted it the other day whenever I accidentally shook it. I'm just going all around the tumbler until I'm happy with my design. I'm just switching colors. I'm really not thinking about it, because whenever I find myself thinking about a design, I end up messing up. And I'm blowing, whoops, that was a lot. I'm blowing all different ways around the tumbler so I don't leave any spots at the bottom. And alcohol ink dries. If you haven't worked with alcohol ink yet, it dries very, very quickly. And it does run very, very quickly, meaning if you saw that it was running down the tumbler, it runs very quickly. Like so. But it's okay because the bottom needs love too. Just gonna get any white spots I see here. And I will be placing a decal up here, and I will show y'all how I removed the little spots if you don't want the spots there. If you do, then you can leave the spots there. It's all up to you. It is your tumbler. I went a little crazy with the purple up here, which I do like this, but like I said, I'm putting a decal up here, so I'm going to clean that up here in a second. Oops. Uh-oh. It is okay. This angle is so hard to work with, guys. I just want y'all to see the basic concept and get this on camera. This is so adorable. And put it on the purple, and do keep in mind whenever you are working with inks or anything like that, it does mix. So the colors mix together, like how that looks a little green because the blue mixed with the purple some. I'm going to add some pink because we wanted mostly blues, pinks, and purples. We didn't want any green on this cup. And then it turned purple. Let me look at it from above. I think I'm gonna make that a little bit more, not as green, I should say. Oops. Pour some blue, see what happens to this when I put blue on here. There we go. Cover that up just a little bit. There we go. I'm just trying to get the bottom as well. I don't want any of those white spots on the bottom. So I think I want to carry up the design up here, just as I would like an ombre. So you ombre until here. So let's see. I'm going to play around with this. I'm going to see what will happen if I kind of start it up here. See what will happen. Oops. And I think this is a good technique to use your left hand or your non-dominant hand to drip the alcohol ink and then blow immediately with your compressed air or your canned air. And I blow until it stops moving. So I push the button, the canned air, until it stops moving. I think that is so cute. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I get these spots off. So if you wanted these spots to come off of this tumbler, I'm going to leave it like this. I kind of like this look. I am going to put a decal right here. But if you do want this all white, what you could have done is, or what I could have done is place tape right here, blue tape, and then I would have put like printer paper to cover it and then tape it and seal it. And so that way you'll alcohol ink this, it will spread onto the tape and the paper and it won't touch the tumbler. Or what you can do is take 100% acetone. I do have here, it's not fingernail polish, this isn't fingernail polish remover, this is, I actually just use this bottle, but it's 100% acetone. It's the same acetone I use to strip my tumblers. You just put it on a rag or a paper towel and you just rub it off. That's all you would do if you do want that white base. Once you're happy with the design that you have, next you'll spray with the Krylon Crystal Clear Acrylic Coating. I did purchase this from Amazon and I will post the link in the description below. What I do is I take it off of my turner, so the arm and everything off of my turner. I do spray this outside with about 2 to 3 coats of this, and then I let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes to dry. Once it is dry completely, I then put another coat of epoxy over the tumbler. I let that dry for 24 hours. Then I place the decal or my design over, and then I epoxy again.